Another bounty season is upon us, and I am hitting the level 110 employee base, but the base of the actual employee. This is Kixeye HalfCentuar. His base on the world map. I'm going in with 1 Hellswarm and 4 Warhounds, seeing what I can do. And forgive the hit a little bit, it was the first one against this base, or second one actually. I failed with 5 Warhounds yesterday when the new hole was not in here. But I'm going through here and just trying to mess around a little bit. I have 1 Hellswarm out here, not built particularly well, just designed sort of as a mortar fleet to take out some of these decimators on the island if at all possible, to make it easier for my Warhounds to go in. This is a very unconventional base layout, and I'm a fan of this in general. You can see the new ship right here on the bottom right of your screen, heading towards my Warhounds. You can see the ballistic weapon was firing, now the radioactive one is. It is sitting inside of my Warhound range, and they weren't shooting because of the tactical radiation dampener, and now they are, and you can see they are doing a little bit of damage towards the fleet. Now, however, this Piranha is not doing really any damage towards my Warhounds themselves, because it's not designed to. It's designed to debuff the Warhounds and lower their ballistic. All their deflections get significantly lower, so it's easier for the turrets to kill it. This thing is pretty annoying. It's going to follow me the entire battle until it does eventually die. Here I am. I waited for the gatekeeper to go underwater, charge in, and shift-click the gates, try and kill that. Take the carnage down just while I'm at it to make sure it doesn't get too crazy. We do have a Houndmaster in here, and that is doing something to keep the carnages stopping from moving. And I should mention that the new Piranha Defender is similar to the Carnage in that you cannot control it. It goes completely on auto and will chase your fleet. Right now it is inside of the minimum range of my Hellswarm and is killing that completely, so it's not very effective whatsoever. Now I have 3 Warhounds, maybe 4 Warhounds left here, and they're off on the target doing who knows what. I'm trying to wait till the gatekeeper goes down, then I can clear out the island. I have to kill all the key buildings here to complete the hit in one go. I want to get the gatekeeper if at all possible, and I do notice that this enemy Piranha is about 50% health, so I think that I can kill it, because your shots do damage to it, it just hurts a little bit. Notice that it seems to be targeting not always the closest ship, it may be the one with the lowest health it seems to focus on. I'm not quite sure about that one. You can clearly see it's hitting the one further away, but then switches back to another one, and then keeps following the one with the lowest health. I don't know what's going on there, so I am a little bit curious here. Now these bases, the level 110 Kixeye employee base, may change a little bit as we go out through bounty, and sure, people can find ways to do it with prepping it, using Basilisk, maybe UAV chain killing things. This is the live base, so I obviously have to do this thing in one hit, just for fun here. This base in particular is pretty tricky because after I went through the channel, I have to run back out, kill through a couple decimators here, and there is 1 gatekeeper left in there healing things up, which is going to confuse things because it does do a significant amount of damage, enough to make sure I have to stop and wait for it to surface and go back underwater. I was fairly close to timing out on this hit, and there are definitely things I could have improved on. Maybe even 5 Warhounds would be a better fleet. Trenchers, Hellswarms, you can now have 5 of those. That might do some crazy things here, but this did decimate my, no pun intended, decimate my Warhound fleet yesterday when I just used 5 of them with a slightly different guard setup because we didn't have the new guard. But this one, the Piranha, seems to be pretty tricky right here and did do, I think, a significant amount of work on my fleet, although I did end up killing it. You can see you can kill it. It does take time to do it, but with enough shots from your rockets and your concussive weapons, it is possible to die. There's sort of your first look at the new defender hull. Personally, I plan on getting 1, 2, or 3 of them, probably 2 or 3 this bounty, and if not, I'll get some more in pillage because I think they can be pretty powerful and are definitely a better replacement for my Houndmaster in my base. And I should mention that you cannot drive this, you cannot control this. It's like the Carnage. You cannot control the Piranha. It drives around and shoots at you. I think that this particular build that was being used probably could have been faster in terms of speed. I'm not quite sure what was on there. I think it needs to have a little bit more combat speed to have some big oomph to really go chase down my Warhounds. You did notice the turn speed was really high. If you rewind, it turned around on a dime pretty much instantly. Probably has a lot of turn armor on there, as well as just the basic engines that give it some turn armor, and that's just my guess. A couple people are watching me here, and this is the start of the bounty season where you can get this thing. These ships are in the targets, not because we have to hit the bases. You can ignore it completely. There's in the target as a fun preview, showing you what we're getting, the mechanic that we're getting in this target. You don't have to hit these. I like having the ships in there to showcase the design and showcase how they work. That seems to be a good thing to me. If you don't like it, you don't have to hit the target. There we go. Have Centaurs down. If you enjoyed me hitting this video, if you thought it was kind of a fun one, go ahead and leave a like, and I'll show you my build and battle report and everything else in a second after I get this last oil rig, because I think I want to 100% it, just to fully finish it out, because I had all the key buildings down pretty easily there. And notice how I did have to split up that one warhound at low health to kill that last key building, or I wouldn't have completed it in time. I was also using a creeping death crew, which does help with building damage and time. Some bounty there, as well as 10 medals from the battle log that I checked. And the build I'm using is shown here, D5 EV armor, which should change probably over to the new tier 9 limited ones, and then the armor on the Hellswarm is completely useless and probably did nothing in this battle. Anyway, hope this video helped, and as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.